Good morning. Good morning. It is morning, isn't it? I always do this, and I don't know if it's morning. Look at my big spot. Look at this guy right here. Wow. I didn't think I would have got any of those anymore now that I'm 45. I'm not really meant to get spots. I had my fair share of them whenever I was a teenager. I had like a pizza face. It was really bad. I had really, really bad acne whenever I was younger. And I hated it. I hated it. I couldn't have got a date with a girl. I couldn't have got a date with a female dog if you'd have tied a stake to my leg. That's how it was back then. Needless to say, my my younger dating years were woeful. Anyway. Have you seen the massive fence that has been erected around the Houses of Parliament? Now, if politicians represented the people correctly and did not attack the people financially, economically, with their Fabian society agendas and whatever else, surely they wouldn't need that big fence that they've just put up around the Houses of Parliament or Westminster or whatever. They've put this massive steel fence up. The reason they have done that is because they know, in my view, in my opinion, that there's very likely going to be another homegrown attack by the usual suspects. And they can see the discontent and how upset really the English, the Scottish, the Welsh and the Northern Irish are. Politicians, most of them, maybe not all, but most of them. What about this? Conspiracy realist. Politicians, most of them, are scumbags in my opinion. Absolute scumbags. They are. Have you noticed that they all use this language? They'll never answer a question. They'll never, well, have you put taxes up? Well, when we had our budget and the previous government, I think that a politician, this is my view, this is my opinion, by the way, and I'm certainly not inciting violence by any stretch of the imagination. But politicians are vile, twisted creatures. Most of them, not all of them. I'm not saying all of them are like that. I'd say some of them are reasonable people, that some of them are good people that do want us to do well. They do want us to do well. They do want to stop the boat and smash the gangs. That's a pile of shit, by the way, smashing the gangs. I'm deflecting here from what I really want to talk about. Oh, tiny bird. Yeah, they're just scumbags. But listen, this smashing the boats thing, wise up. What are smashing the boats? Smashing the gangs thing. Catch a grip of yourself. It's a very simple thing to fix. I've been going on about it for I don't know how long now. COVID was a lie. It was a scam. The rollout of the experimental at that time mRNA therapeutic wasn't what it was meant to be. It wasn't what they said it would be, or any of that stuff. It was all nonsense. The climate crisis is an absolute scam of epic proportions. An absolute scam of epic proportions, which, by the way, they are going to use in order to control you. They're going to use that to control you, because that's what they want. They want to control us. They want to keep us browbeaten and kind of kept down. They want to take away as much of your freedom as they possibly can. So yeah, look, what was I saying? I've kind of went off track because of that many bloody things they kind of give off about and rant about. Like some kind of old man that is really, really disgruntled with the world. But yeah, so yeah, politicians, untrustworthy. So yeah, the gangs, I was saying about the gangs, I've been going on about it for a long time. It's not the gangs. Are you telling me that we don't have a strong enough security force to protect the channel from a handful of dinghies? Come on now, you're not that ignorant, are you? We're effectively an island, with a moat around us. And you're telling me that you can't stop them. You're a clown. You're a clown! So yeah, so what I would do is I would stop the boats, all that stuff, and I would deport anyone that came here illegally. And then I would allow them to apply to come here through the legal means. That's what I would do. And that's what they should be doing. And if they say they can't do it, they're lying. They're lying. It's because they don't want to do it. That's the problem. They don't want to do it. There's wee Davy Brown. Haven't seen one of them in a while. Oh, she's burning a lot of oil, I see. That's not so good. That is not so good. So yeah. So they put this big fence up. And this big fence is to protect them. It's to protect them. Because they know that the majority of the people absolutely detest them. And we can now see them for who they are. A lot of people seen them for who they were a long time ago. You know, but most people are now seeing them for who they are. And they are pushing a globalist agenda that none of us voted for. We voted against mass migration. We voted against illegal immigration. We voted against taking all these refugees, who aren't refugees, by the way, because they've come through multiple safe countries to get here. Come on! Use your heads, people. Oh, but I feel sorry for them. It's terrible that some of they're all young men of fighting age. Most of them. 99.99% of them. That's probably not the right figure, but you know what I mean. That's just the way that it is. That's just the way that it is. Look at the nose on your face. Like this spot on my nose. It's a nose. So whenever somebody tells you that we're being, you know, we have all these characters coming in that are young men of fighting age, look at the boats and look at them. You might get the odd woman in the middle of it and the odd kind of child, 16-year-old man who can join the army and all that kind of stuff. We're in a lot of trouble. And we all need to stand together and understand that we need to protect our families, we need to protect our history, we need to protect our cultures. We need to look out for one another because we are under attack, in my view. We are under attack. And there's an awful lot of anti-white racism, you know. So Irish people are being attacked. Northern Irish people are being attacked. Scottish people are being attacked. English people are being attacked. And Welsh people are being attacked based on their skin color and based on their religious beliefs, Christianity, which is something that these lands were founded upon. That and pagan. Is paganism a thing? Is that was a thing? I have a friend and she's a pagan, but I don't really know anything about that, so I can't really comment too much on that. I'm not very educated in that area. But yeah, look, crazy times, but we really are in this together. We want to try and build as many bridges and as many connections as we can with as many people as we can. And that's why they brought out this online safety bill. They pushed it on through anyway. They don't care about what we vote for. Same as Brexit. We never ever got Brexit. We never got it. Look at Northern Ireland. We were left in it. And we voted overwhelmingly to leave it. Yet we were the ones that were left in it. So like they don't listen to us anymore. They don't listen to us anymore. In fact, I would say that voting doesn't make a difference. They use voting to kind of gauge the room, to read the room. So they'll look at it and go, oh, right, okay, right. Well, we'll give them something close to that. But we're definitely not giving them what they voted for. Oh, no way, we can't do that. That would be the end of our leeching and parasitic ways. Anyway, that's that rant over. 8 minutes and 54, 5, 6... too many minutes of me ranting in my wee camper van. So yeah, there you go.